A very good morning to you. Sometimes things happen to us in the course of an ordinary day, and they can deepen our understanding of God and his ways. And, well, two things happened to me yesterday, but one was very simple. There was a lot of rain and a lot of sunshine yesterday, and there was a beautiful rainbow. So beautiful, so clear and distinctive that many people were photographing it. It was beautiful. Reminded me that God keeps his promises. But the other thing that happened, and you, my dear friend, may not have noticed, and you might go back and watch yesterday's thought for the day, because you may have noticed that I always wear earrings. So sometimes they're dangly, like the ones I've got on today, which happen to be little cats. And sometimes they're stud earrings, just, But I really don't feel dressed without earrings. And yesterday, when I went to have my breakfast after I'd recorded my thought for the day, I realised that the dangly bit of the earring on this side of my head was missing. And I looked back at the thought for the day and saw that it was missing when I was talking about what I was talking about yesterday. And I had that experience of having lost something. Now, Jesus talked, as we know, about three different scenarios of losing something, and that's in Luke 15. If you can never remember which chapter, I used to not be able to remember whether it was Luke 10 or Luke 15 that had the three losts in it, because Luke, one of these two chapters, the 10 or the 15, had the Good Samaritan in it, and these are two wonderful chapters. And then I realised that I could think of it as 3 5s of 15. 3 stories of lost in chapter 15 helped me to remember it. So, in chapter 15 of Luke, he talks about the lost sheep, the lost coin, and the lost son. And I was like the woman who lost the coin. I realised I'd lost it, and it's inanimate. It's not like the sheep. The sheep can wander off and get lost. And we can think about what that means in terms of a human being getting lost and the efforts that the Lord makes to find that lost person. And the lost son, the story is he's quite deliberately leaving. The lost sheep just wanders because he's a sheep. He's not even aware that he's got lost. He's not even aware that he's wandered. He's got his head in the grass, and he's just following his nose for the tastiest shoots of grass. And he's got lost. It's not deliberate. But the lost son is deliberate. He's deliberately gone away from what he knows is right. He has decided to do it himself. Do it my way. I'm doing it my way. I'm not doing it the way my father wants me to do it. I don't want to live safe. I want to live a daredevil, exciting life, which must be much better than what I had before. But the lost coin, the coin was affected by things beyond its control. Gravity. Gravity takes hold of things and they disappear. And when we drop something, especially if it is round in any way, but even if not, it rolls or it moves. Gravity takes hold of it, And if you've got a household like I've got, where there are 2 cats, anything that's on the ground that is unusual, they notice it and they play with it. So back to yesterday, I was sitting at breakfast, realised that my earring had come off, retraced my steps. I knew that it must have happened, must have got lost between putting it in my ear upstairs in the bedroom and sitting down in front of the screen to do my thought for the day. And I retraced my steps, looking all around, feeling all around, using the torch on my lovely mobile phone, nice bright light, to try and find my earring. Couldn't find it. Thought the cats must have got hold of it and been playing with it, and it could be right in the depths underneath the bed, and we might never find it. And then we went to bed last night, and my dear husband stepped on it. And here it is, the bit of my earring that fell off. My other earring, meant to dangle like that, and this bit had fallen off. I've got to deal with it today. Now, why am I going on about a lost thing? Because when we experience something like that, and it's so parallel to what Jesus talked about, we have the response to something we've lost, and we try to find it. We try every way we know how to do it, and then we trust God that the thing will be found. That's what we did. We tried to find it, couldn't find it using the normal, natural means, and then we committed it to God and asked him to find it for him. It's not of any great value. They are gemstones, they are gemstones, not valuable ones, but they are gemstones. And they matched the necklace I was wearing yesterday, and I ended up having to wear a pair that's similar but isn't the exact match. But when you have those feelings, you've done it. You've lost your car keys, or you've mislaid something, or you've put something down and it's not where you thought it was, and you have to find it because you need it. You've put your bank card down, or and you experience that feeling that you get when you lose something. And even though this is not of any great value, I searched for it. And as I was searching for it, I was thinking about the Lord searching for us. And how diligently he searches for us. How diligently he searches for the lost. And why should he bother? He's presented everything. Why should he? Why? Because he loves. Because he loves, and the rejoicing. Read that story. Let me read it. Just what woman, having 10 silver coins, if she loses a coin, does not light a lamp and sweep the house and seek diligently until she finds it? And when she's found it, she calls together her friends and neighbours, saying, "Rejoice with me, for I found the coin which I'd lost." Just so I tell you, there is joy before the angels of God over one sinner who repents. I didn't call my neighbours in, but I did get excited when my husband found my lost jewel. But God values everyone so much that we may not see it here, but the rejoicing in heaven happens every time someone turns to God in faith. My time is up. Think about it. Remember the last time you lost something, and thank God that he doesn't give up searching for the lost. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.